and welcome. My name is Janelle Watson.
And I'm Gregory Watson.
And we wanted to have a bit of a chat today about dual dynamics. Now, because Greg is actually training somewhere else away from High Performance Central, the home base, and we still promised ourselves that we would have a chat on a regular basis, we've decided to take advantage of his lunchtime break and have a bit of a chat about dual dynamics. So what do we mean by dual dynamics?
Yeah, well, I guess that's the question, isn't it? I mean, it's great to use these terms, but what does it actually mean? Well, dual dynamics is really the energy of the two people involved. So you have dual, which means both, but you've both got different energies. And dual dynamics revolves around the idea of taking both of those energies, merging them together and getting the best result. So very much like a synergy, where the end result is greater than the sum of the two parts.
Yes, well, business couples who are ready to move to the next level of success in both their personal and their business lives are actually running on the energy of dual dynamics. And to be fair, they're running with the dynamics of running a business and keeping a personal relationship happening at the same time. So if you were to break it up and said the synonyms for dual would be things like paired, couples, double, twin, or matched. Dynamics are things like energetic, spirited, powerful, and active. You'd probably find that these couples are the ones who are actually, dynamic people, and they're running on the dual energy of that dynamic, and it can be quite tiring.
Yeah, particularly when the dual part not only refers to like two people, as I mentioned before, but to dual environments as well, because
Sure.
you've got that work environment that you're working together as a couple. So there's a dual, and then you have your private or your personal relationship as well, which is a second environment. So you've got two environments, and you've got two couples, two couples, the couples in the work, and the same couple in the private environment as well.
And it's about keeping it balanced so that you're not stepping on each other's toes, so that when you need help, your partner knows when to step in and when to help you or when to let you be and to do what you need to do. And of course, working together with that synergy means that even if you're both in a separate business, you've still got to balance the energy of the business and the energy of the relationship, which means that they have to flow together. The problem being, though, sometimes one will bleed into the other.
Yes. Yeah, I have been in situations where I've been trying to talk to a couple on a business level, but they've been fighting the night before at home, and the energy just flows into the business relationship, and you cannot get a straight answer out of either of them, because they're kind of like, well, you did such and such last night. Well, you did such and such last night. Guys, can we deal with the business? Right. And it's balancing or separating those two things together, which is the hard part in a lot of cases.
Yeah. You'll also find that it can be negative, and it can be positive as well, to let it flow together where they're participating. But, one of the big issues, I guess, with being in a personal relationship is you don't want to bring stuff through the front door. So having a dual dynamic means that you're actually trying to keep everything balanced without it basically coming into the bedroom in the end, because, let's face it, being actually, in the bedroom and arguing over staff shortages or who you're going to hire, or, issues that have happened during the day, it's not the right place. And you can't keep that separate, and you can't keep that balanced. So basically, if there's something going on in one part of the relationship, then you need to both deal with it together at the right time and in the right way.
Yep. Yeah, I know from our point of view, we quite often run our sessions together. And if we're having a less than happy discussion about something in our private relationship, you really can't bring that into the business relationship. If you're trying to help guide people with things, you can't be sitting saying, well, I'm not going to answer that because last night you did. or whatever. So yeah, you've got to make sure that the two don't bleed together, and that's that duality of relationships as well.
Right. So there's a culture to actually doing all of this as well. So to become a high performance couple, you really need to have that culture going. And sometimes you need to reach out for guidance along the way. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a case of being strong together as a couple. So dual dynamic business couple means that they're ready to step up to the next level. They're ready to actually move forward together as a couple and work out how to balance it and work out how to be honest with you, they're both probably very strong people as well. So you need to ensure that there's not the clash and everything else that's going on. So, yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of times that the strength comes from being able to work with the other person.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in charge of the other person to be strong. You have to understand the other person and how they interact with you. And that is true strength in a relationship.
Yeah. And you know what? If one person is the support person for certain areas of the business, that's fine. That's great, because it doesn't mean they're any less powerful than the other person. And one of the things we look at is why we're looking at high performance rather than power couples, is because it's not just about power. It's about alignment. It's about flow. It's about actually getting everything into alignment so that each and every day, every aspect of the relationship works.
Yep.
So if you want to find out more and you want to find out what we do, then feel free to leave a comment below. If you like what we're talking about, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it on the bottom of the video. And thanks for taking the time to chat with me today, Greg. It's been fun.
It's all good. And even if you want to add your own comments to some of the stuff that we've been talking about, feel free. This is what the group's for. It's for sharing and giving different perspectives on the things that we do as couples.
Yeah, and so on the YouTube channel, there'll be comments and you can actually leave it there, and that's great. So thanks for watching, for taking the time, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.
Bye for now.